Welcome to the Crooked Stripes Podcast, where your hosts discuss various aspects of lawn care, landscaping, and snow removal. Let these two friendly Canucks help you cultivate a different outlook on the green industry. And with that, here are your hosts, Brendan Brubaker and Martin Hodder.
We're back, folks, for episode 21. Martin just learned he had a plastic film over his camera. It only took you 21 episodes, but you're looking clear.
Probably 19. I didn't have this camera at first. We upgraded after my other one looked pretty peasantly, but
yeah,
now we know. Cameras come with plastic.
Yeah.
So if anybody ever does watch, now you can see a little clearer.
Now you can see the boys. Yeah. No, not a lot of people watch the pod video, but we're here if you want to.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't blame them either.
Yeah.
Especially after your snow
listening
plowing. After your snow plowing adventure, you looked like a crazy caveman.
I get that on occasion, but
yeah,
just throw a baseball hat on, cover it all up, and
away you
look
go.
like a presentable human.
Yeah, I love it. Dirty landscaper life.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Cool. Well, what'd you get up to this weekend? / last week?
Last week we I don't remember what we did last week.
Joined the club.
Fuck. Yeah, I have no idea what we did last week.
Yeah, fair.
I know Friday though we had Celtic or Kubota Day.
Yeah.
They had like their demo days.
Nice.
Was a pretty good time. Ooh, am I still there? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was a wicked time. They had a bunch of contractors out. They had some people, like some reps from Toro, still obviously Kubota, Walker, Square Barrel.
Yeah,
well, they were all through. I think it's Pro.
Yeah,
Pro Power.
Yeah, they're only.
And I
right
was talking to the guy. He knew you. He kind of said he dealt with you a little bit with the Square Barrels and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's where we got our Square Barrels from. So super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, got to demo some equipment.
We got to play with a bunch of equipment. We got to play with that new steel electric mower.
Okay,
thing is a weapon.
Is it?
It is so fast. It is probably the fastest lawnmower I've ever
really
used. 27 kilometers an hour.
Wow.
Like I don't think
fast.
you cut that fast. You bounce over all the grass. Like you have to wear like a seatbelt because you'll actually like bounce out of it if you hit like a bump.
That's fast.
Yeah. Like,
wow, okay.
I think most do like what, 18? At most, 16, 18.
Most.
And this thing
fast
just
enough.
cooks. And we had a little race down the hill, which was pretty it was quick. Like it smoked the Kubota, the Toro.
Really?
The Still Gas. Like it smoked them.
Really?
Yeah. So it was pretty impressive.
Okay.
And like it barely, and like that thing was going all day, like demos and stuff from like 3 until 9.
Wow.
And it maybe burned like half the battery.
Really?
Yeah. So it had pretty good battery. Like
that's pretty impressive.
But it's also not cutting and stuff too, right? Like it was just kind of a few people were cutting with it or whatever, but
just driving.
They had some trails there, and we ripped around on some of the Kubota side by sides, the RTVs.
Yeah,
they're
seen
pretty
some videos.
Yeah, riding around.
Great time.
It was a wicked time.
Yeah,
had a big old like catered barbecue and steak and all that stuff, and
nice.
They had an Encon there, which is pretty sick too. Like that's like the tilt rotator for the excavator.
Yep.
Like I think they're the first. I think it's like the first one out here, and pretty sick to be able to like spin and you can definitely see the potential of it, right? Like, and that's why so many people run it. And what else do they have there? They had the excavator rodeo. So basically, like they set up like this obstacle course
for the excavators.
Yeah, for like that. Like so, basically, you have to pick up like 3 little beach balls off pylons, put them in a garbage can, pick up this like tire, run it through weave it through like a course.
Yep.
Stack 3 6x6s, and then put your bucket down. And like some of these guys were flying through it. Like I think the winner was like 43 seconds.
Wow.
It was pretty impressive. Or no, might have been 53. 43. Either way, it's still fast as fuck.
Did it really fast.
And there was probably at the time, like 30 people there all being like, go ahead, Martin, go do it. Start chirping me. I'm like,
yeah,
I can't fucking run boys. That. Like I'll end up tearing the deck off the house. Like, fuck that noise.
Stick to the mowers.
Yeah. Or just stick to hiring good operators.
Yeah.
But Dan and Tyler, they came out with me. They went there, so they got to play with some of that stuff. And
did they like the bucket?
Yeah.
On the excavator? Nice.
Yeah, the only downside is now they probably want me to buy one. It's like $70,000.
Oh, just for the bucket?
Well, like it's a whole like attachment. It's the head that goes on, right? But
that is not cheap.
That was for a 6-ton machine, I think. It was like 68 with like 2 buckets and forks. So,
wow,
that's more than I paid for my small little excavator.
I was gonna say no kidding.
But I mean, what you could do with it.
It's amazing.
You'd make your money back pretty quick, I think.
Right. With it makes you so efficient, people. Right?
You don't need you don't need extra bodies.
Okay.
Yeah, especially if you get good on it.
Right. Yeah, I see like the J Squared guy and Andy Mulder. Don't those guys have one? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just look so slick how you can bring material in and out and like over pools, and they're just gently letting the material out. So cool.
There's another guy. Is it Laus? Laues, I think. Okay. Laus Landscaping or whatever.
Yeah.
He does some pretty slick shit. He does like he'll like cut out like flower beds. He'll like edge with it.
Oh, I've seen that guy.
Yeah. He literally like cuts out like it's like
with the excavator.
Yeah,
that's
like,
cool.
Fuck. You'd save so much time and labor.
Yeah,
but
labor.
Yeah, but no, they had that and had what else? I think they had the iDig. It's like a GPS system like that goes in like your excavator bucket, so like it puts you in with like 1/8 of an inch.
Wow!
So you like set your bucket, zero it out, and then wherever you go in reference to that point, it says 2 feet above grade. So if you're doing like a trench or something, you can literally go for like forever, and it'll always just reference back to that point.
Oh, that's really cool.
So something like that, I might look into a little bit, but
you guys
still like $15,000 or something.
Wow!
But you eliminate a guy on a stick,
right?
So,
which that's huge.
Okay. Yeah, not like I said, it's cool going to those things, right? You get to see some stuff you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it's nice too. You get to one of the old Kubota sales guys was there. The guy I bought my first tractor from.
Nice.
And he came up and he's like, "There's not too many places around like where you can go to an event like this and see like 20 contractors that are technically competition, all like hanging out, drinking beer, shooting the shit."
Yeah.
Just being like friends, right? It's like like a pretty cool thing to see.
It looked like a bunch of kids just playing on toys from the videos you sent. It looked like a great time.
It was.
I wanted
just
to be
a bunch of big kids.
Yeah. Bunch of big boys on some big machines.
Yeah. So now, like I said, it was pretty sweet. Oh, and they had the mulchers too. They're pretty sick. The mulchers that go on the excavate, and they had a robotic mulcher. But he's just literally like sitting there and just like driving an FAE mulcher like through the woods.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then it was sweet too because they just let you use everything, right? Like,
right, which is awesome.
Yeah, like here's a $55,000 mower. Go nuts.
Send it down the mountain.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like that's wow.
Yeah, and they like DeWalt and stuff there too, but didn't really. Actually, the boys had a Makita and DeWalt electric or battery chainsaw race. So that was they were packing it up and. Makita smoked the DeWalt one.
Did it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's cool. They just like a concrete saw and a bunch of other. There's a lot of stuff there for a small event, right? But
no kidding. Oh, that's super.
That was my Friday, and Saturday I was a little. We ended up a bunch of us ended up out afterwards, and then Saturday ended up a little slow moving, and then
that's fair.
Sunday I just did a bunch of shit around the shop and the office and got ready for Monday.
For today. That's not bad at all. And you were out spraying today, I noticed.
I was. First day spraying this. A few hours in anyways. First day spraying. We started our first round of spring weed application. So that's what I spent half the day yesterday doing. Just getting the truck dialed in on the flat deck. Got some toolboxes mounted and stuff so I can lock up my pesticide when I'm between tanks and rig some stuff up to hold the reel and the gun and everything else. But,
right.
But
Looks
it
like
also
a pretty cool setup.
It's pretty slick. I was actually going to take a picture of it when I got home today, and that's what I was going to post on Instagram or do a reel of it. And then it was raining, so I didn't. And then I came on here, and
here we are.
Some chicken, and now we're here doing a podcast.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah. But no, like I said, I think we put it on our truck with the flat deck.
Right.
Last year, I ran it for that, like the 2 weeks I did it or whatever. I ran it at a pickup, and it's so much easier off a flat deck.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, so that's I'm probably going to try to buy a truck with a flat deck.
All right.
Just one more thing on the list of shit I need to buy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's going to be on the wish list very long because the boys need the other truck back. So
yeah, so it's going to happen.
It's on our Duramax, right? So we need that for hauling the skid steer around. So
okay.
My little white Chev 1500 with a 4.3 isn't hauling. Our skid steer anytime soon. So. No. So
okay, nice, nice. Well,
always something.
Always something. Nice.
Yeah.
I did a little golf this weekend, just in Elmira. Played Friday and Saturday, so that was fun. Kind of taking a bit. Actually, sorry, I did not play Friday. Tyler and I were doing this patio until 7:30 on a Friday, just trying to get her done, right?
Wrap it up.
We're going back tomorrow just to finish some other things, but we wrapped the patio, like the pavers are wrapped up. Yeah, so that felt really good, and it went really good. We're doing some really nice work. Just got to clean up like the just logistics system kind of stuff, right? How we go about doing things in certain ways. So, but we're making good work. So
that'll come with time, right?
Yeah. So
like I said, you're only really on season 2,
and I would say
pretty much season 1.
Yeah, first real season. So but now we have patios and like interlock work lined up until like first week of August right now. So that's a pretty cool feeling.
First week of August.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's how much talking you had like 5 jobs.
I know, and now
you.
I just keep getting calls and emails, so it's great.
And Tyler's pricing all that stuff, is he?
Yep, Tyler's pricing it, and he's pricing it good. There's some things we're adjusting, but it's nice like we chat about it.
Takes a little while to figure all that stuff out, right?
Oh, does it ever? So he's really diving into the hardscape stuff.
See? Yeah. Look at that. Nice little partner to add on.
Yep, just like we were talking about in Louisville, right? In the hotel having a couple beers. That's what we were talking about. So
yes, sir.
Now it's happening. It's so crazy. So
yeah, wild,
so wild. So no, that was going well. So we'll go back there tomorrow and clean her up. But then we had our Brubaker little family get together yesterday. So I was chatting good to see my cousins and all them again, aunts and uncles. And so my cousin Darren came up to me and he's like, "Hey, I got to tell you this. This is so funny." He goes, "I was up in Muskoka, like, whatever. I think he was at a camp or something, helping out, doing some work for a couple weeks. And this guy came up to him and he's like, 'Hey, like, you're a Brubaker, right? Like, do you know Brandon Brubaker?' And he's like, 'Yeah, like that's my first cousin, man.' And there is a couple Brandon Brubakers. There's another one in town.
Okay.
And he also does landscaping. So it's a little confusing, but yeah, Darren goes, yeah, he's my first cousin. And Buddy goes, "Yeah, that's so funny. I listen to the podcast all the time."
The guy from random guy in
like, yeah, isn't that hilarious?
He do, like landscaping or anything?
I think Darren, it sounds like he does landscaping and he loves it. So shout out to Michael. Wicked. Isn't that cool?
Oh, I think you lost you there, pal.
Oh, am I gone?
Oh,
I'm
back?
Still here. I'm always
there.
Here.
There you go.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
No, that was hilarious. So what are
Did you get the guy's name?
His name's Michael. I didn't get his last name. Darren didn't remember his last name. So shout out to Michael. Thanks for listening.
There we go. Listener.
So that was pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
Thought that was cool. So Yeah.
I listen to them all the time.
Listen to, I love it. Like, look at that. And then I was telling my other cousin about it, and he's a little older than you are, and he's just like, I don't get how you're like, I don't get any of this, right? So then Darren started telling me about, he said, oh, this guy knew, like, he knew of your podcast. And I'm like, wait, Darren, start that story over. Dan, listen. And he's just like, here. Are you serious? Like, what are the odds? So that was pretty cool.
It's pretty sweet when you get something like that, right? Kind of.
I know. And we get a couple of you guys messaging us, which we think is so cool too. So no, just so that was a good one. Crooked Stripes is growing.
We're getting there.
We're
expanding to whatever part of Ontario that's in.
Yeah, that's like
northern,
like Bracebridge. Yeah, northern.
Yeah.
Kind of up where you go with the cottage. Like
up to Corthers
north of Barrie. Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
North of
Barrie. That's the other spot.
more west. But
or that's like Aurelia and stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Ish?
That's
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I literally know like these random spots that I've been to where I go to like buddies' cottages and stuff and just like hang out.
Yeah,
that's like
you're like, I think I was there.
Yeah, I drove through. I think we went to the big casino that's up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ramba.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good time.
We went there. We've
messed around there.
Played a little bit.
That's a good time. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to find a weekend you can come up here.
I know.
So we'll figure that out too.
I know. I think like not this like next week. I don't even know what day it is today. The 3rd, 4th,
the 3rd. Where did May go, by the way, too?
I have no idea. Where did 2024 go?
Yeah, that's
it's fucking June already.
Yeah, are we not halfway through? Holy,
like we're getting there. Like it doesn't even make sense.
Almost.
Like it's like gone. Like we're 3 months. Like one of the guys that works for me. Like this is like his first year back. Like he always came. He plays hockey. He's the guy who played hockey up Ontario.
Oh yeah.
So like he's done hockey. He's back. Like he's gonna be here like full time. And he came back like I think it was like the 2nd week of March, and he's like, man, like I've been back for 3 months already. He's like, I normally work 3 months in like the summer.
Oh, and that's
it. And I'm like, holy fuck! Like,
whoa,
yeah, like it's just flying by.
I know it's flying.
Yeah,
but I just couldn't believe it.
So. I know, like June already, and then it's gonna be like snap your fingers twice, and it's September long weekend.
I know that's usually how it works.
Yeah, well, like I said, even like if you're looking at work, like you said, you're scheduled to like August.
Yeah,
like,
and that's considering rain days, and
that's only 8 weeks.
I know, but that's
7 weeks, and you're into August.
Yeah,
actually, 7 weeks. You're August long weekend,
right?
Like it's fucked.
Yeah,
it's the only way I don't know how else to describe it.
I know,
zooms by.
It just flies.
And the next thing you know, it'll be we're like, oh, we're months out, blah 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 for work, and then the next thing you know, it's like, how the fuck are we squeezing in these last 6 jobs before the snow flies?
Yeah, right.
And then you're getting ready for plow and snow again.
And then it just starts all over.
Mm-hmm. But that'll be you. You have to find something for this winter, I guess.
Yep.
Keep you and Tyler working.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it going this winter.
I know you're not. I know you're not gonna do snow, but any other perspective kind of plans? I know we mentioned I was demo Reno stuff before, so
yeah, I was chatting with a couple guys, and I was chatting with my good buddy Gavin White with White Way Plumbing, and he said they work with another landscape company in Cambridge that they work for like maybe 3 months with these guys, helping them out with a little bit of demolition work throughout the winter. So that is the plan right now of what we're going to do in the winter. So
that'd be sweet to be inside too.
That's what I thought. And it's not at 2 in the morning.
You might be a snow guy, yes.
I know. Never say never, but.
And you were looking at, I know you mentioned earlier, I don't know, about a Bobcat maybe, eh?
Yeah. So, through all of these new big jobs we're doing, we've always had to rent a machine, right? So then I rented it all last week, and you see how much you're paying.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, Bobcat has 0% financing on now for 4 years, and the payment was a little more than what I paid in the week rental, but this is a no-brainer. right? So anyways, last week, Tyler and I, as we're working, we're like, fuck, like, because it's like, oh, you got to bring the bob, like, you got to bring it back, right? You got to bring it back by Friday. So then I'm like, oh, do I got to bring it back? I call them, no, just bring it back when you can. It's like, okay, like they're beauties, Woolwich Rentals. But then I go, Tyler, man, like we need to buy this thing because like we could use it every day.
Yeah, you start using it for a bunch of stuff that like stuff you wouldn't rent it for, but if you had it, you'd use it and make your life that much easier.
And that's where I'm at. It's like, oh yeah, I got these jobs. We would do them with barrels and by hand, but if I had the MT, we're laughing. So,
and that's what you're looking at, an MT
100.
Oh, 100.
Yeah,
is that the bigger of the two?
Yeah, it's the biggest.
They have like a 75,
82 or something.
82.
And there's like a 50. I don't know. 56.
I don't know a lot about Bob. We don't.
No, yeah,
we don't even have a Bobcat dealer here.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, and everyone knows I love Kubota like you do. Grew up on a Kubota, but Kubota doesn't have 0%, and the dealer's a little further from me.
Okay.
So I don't know, and my opinion, I love Kubota. Like I'm a big Orange, and go Oilers, by the way. Oilers going to the Stanley Cup Finals, everyone. So Kubota Orange, Oiler
shout
Orange.
Out. There you go.
Yeah, a little shout out. So no, I've operated the Kubota stand on. What's that one called? The SCL 1000, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ran that one with the Elmira boys for a bit. We did a job. And then I was running the Bobcat, the MT100. And I honestly think I like the Bobcat better. I think it's a little more smoother.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Bobcat dealer is going to tell me this. They said, they had to call back the first year of Kubotas or something like that. Yeah, because there was an engine issue or something. And it's ironic because Bobcat has diesel Kubotas as the engines. So he's like, I don't know what happened there, but that happened. So I went, okay, whatever.
I don't know. We only ever rented one. Like we only used it once. We rented it, or we demoed it, I guess.
The Kubota.
Yeah. Like I said, it was
it's beauty.
But for us, like we don't really. If we're bringing our skid, like we're gonna bring our full size skid steer. Like we're not gonna.
Okay.
I'd rather bring a small. I'd rather bring our small mini in our dump cart.
Than
the.
Okay.
The SCL 1000.
Yeah. Right.
And if we need a skid steer, we're just bringing my big skid steer.
The big one.
Our full size.
Do you have trouble with getting into people's backyards?
No.
Or is it pretty open?
Like usually if we're bringing our skid steer, like we're doing like a full...
Yeah.
Like a full landscape rental. Like we're installing a whole new yard or we're tearing out a whole yard. Or
yeah, okay. It's intense.
We're dumping like tandems and tandems of soil and grading it out. Like, it's not like we're doing small jobs with that. No, we never bring. Like, we don't do that with we'll use our skid steer a lot more this year because we always had wheels, and the wheels suck in the summertime. But we bought we bought a set of contracts. I think it's the name of it, like brand track overs.
Yep.
So basically, like rubber tracks that go over
the tires.
Yeah, so it's pretty slick. Like it makes a big difference. Like we drove it over my lawn the other day.
Okay.
And like if you went across it with wheels, like you would have mangled it.
Right.
But with those tracks, it actually like goes pretty.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah. So it'll make the whole. Well, that was part of the reason we got it was with our Harley rake. It was really hard to use on a lawn because the Harley rake puts the extra weight on the front, and your front tires you're going, gone.
Yeah, and it's already probably digging into.
It's already front. Yeah, so it's kind of.
That's a little sketchy.
So that was the big issue because we have I don't even know a bunch of
those
dirt work of Harley rake jobs, right? So
it
was well worth, and it wasn't that bad. Like it was, I think they were, I don't know, like $8,500.
Okay,
for the kit.
That's not bad. Versus, yeah.
I think there was like a 16 grand or 17 grand difference in the price between the tracked and wheeled. And tracked we can't use in the winter. Our insurance won't cover it.
Oh, it won't even cover it.
No, so it'll cover a tracked machine if you're in a driveway or in a parking lot. But I guess in Nova Scotia, as soon as you go on a public road, with a tracked machine of any sort, your insurance is void. So if someone hits me on a road in a snowstorm, with a tracked machine, I'm not covered.
Okay.
So that's why we bought. So this way, come wintertime, we'll pull the wheels off, we'll pull the tracks off, we'll put our snow tires on, and then good to go.
Then you're good to move snow.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Nice.
Fucking June and talking about plowing snow already.
Yeah, no kidding. That's madness. But we are. Wow. Okay.
Yep. Pretty much.
Crazy. Okay. Well, you'll have to post a few things of that because that
I haven't posted
cool
anything.
to see.
I haven't really said anything, like showed it, used it, whatever, right? So it's. But yeah, we just got it fixed the other day. It was a battle trying to get all the links on it. Correct?
Oh, I bet.
To get enough play and get it on, but.
Yeah, right.
We ended up using some ratchet straps and wood blocks and I think the excavator and
Mennonited it up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty much got it done that way.
Awesome.
And now she works.
And
you wouldn't believe it. Loaded the excavator on the trailer today.
You did.
First time.
Wow. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's a good time.
Yeah, because
good for you.
The boys that usually run it, Dan takes the truck home and he was going right to the job, so he wasn't coming to the shop first. And it was a little slippery out, and Tyler, the guy that usually hauls all our equipment around, he was just, I don't know, he wasn't going right for him, and I think he was
called Martin up from the miners.
He was like, well, he kept right. It was just like, it was wet, right? It was kind of like moist, like wet out this morning,
right?
So like he's going up and it was sliding, it's going up and it's going sliding.
Okay.
He just wasn't working. He's like, man, fuck that, like blah blah. He's like, I'm calling Dan to get him to come do this. I'm like the fuck? I'm like, get out.
Yeah.
He's like, can you even drive it? I'm like, I don't know. We'll figure it out, I guess. So I was like, get out. So then I fucking hopped in and I went. I just sent it right up there. I'm like, fuck, like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It.
I don't think I realized, like,
that's what
I think if I
too.
used it more often, I'd probably realize, like, what I was doing was probably super sketchy. So I just had the arm out and just fucking center up there. Nice. And then I'm just, like, spinning, and he's like, stop. Like, my fucking tracks are, like, halfway off one of the ramps. I'm like,
nice.
Fuck.
Oh, sorry, sliding off.
Yeah, so I was like, I'll just spin it around right here. So I started spinning. But I'm already like half off the ramp. He's like, stop.
No, so he's like, stop.
So then I had to like go back and like lower myself down. I like spun around and pushed myself on backwards. And he's like, props. He's like, I wouldn't have done it. And I was like, I guess now I can load an excavator. Yeah. And there we go.
Props.
That's all the people talking shit on the weekend. All 50 of them call me out of my bullshit for owning 2 excavators and landscaping for 15 years and not know how to run one.
Yeah, they're all calling you out.
Fuck them.
You made it happen this morning.
There we go. I mean, I probably still can't dig a hole, but at least now I can get it to the job site. Yeah. Well, I can get it on the trailer. I haven't unloaded it yet.
Maybe that's next week. You can unload it.
We'll see. Maybe next month. Gotta build my confidence up.
Get some practice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Did you do some work in the front of your house in your shop?
We did.
Okay, I thought that was your place.
Yeah, we did. Well, we had to add another parking lot for the boys for when they come here in the morning. We ran out of room again, so we took all the shit we dug up.
Okay.
Took all the shit we dug up from there and put it on the other side of my yard where there's like a low spot.
Nice.
So we like roughed that in, and then that's where I got that. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I got a load of topsoil. And like just played with it, just kind of like grading it out or whatever.
Okay.
Did a terrible job. Dan had to fix it all.
Yeah.
But then we got another.
Had to fix it.
We got another 2 loads on Friday. That's one thing we did last week. Oh, that's what we did. We hydroseeded last week.
Yeah, you made a video.
Fuck, man, there's literally like 4 days ago, and I couldn't remember what we did.
Yeah, I know.
The boys did a bunch of like mowing, and I think we put in like 3 or 4 flower beds.
Oh, nice.
We hydroseeded for 2 days.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what I did. I don't remember.
I don't even remember what you did. Yeah.
It'll come to me in like 20. Oh, I spent a day doing quotes.
Right.
Thursday.
Like a lot of quotes.
37 quotes and 5 designs. That's what it was.
That's a lot of work.
But yeah, so anyways, we got some more soil delivered Friday. And then we like fixed that all up. And then around like the new driveway, I just like soiled that all in. I gave that.
I know. I know. I hear you.
Fuck, it's only 7:30.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So we got that all topsoiled, and then we sprayed that. We got that all hydro seeded. So hopefully that'll
take. It should
grow some. It's been nice and damp ever since too, right? So.
Okay.
Because I always do it, and then I just never water at my house somehow. Because I just always kind of. Oh, and I got my greenhouse set up.
Oh, you did?
It was productive.
Yeah, you were very productive on Sunday.
We got all our plants back. I stored them at my buddy's greenhouse for the winter because my
nice.
My roof got destroyed. So
good idea.
Yeah, so we brought them back and got that all set up and started our. This year I might try to sell a bit of plant material.
Okay.
I didn't last year. I just kind of stocked our stuff.
Yeah.
But I seem to have a pretty decent supply of stuff.
You got a good system you're doing too. So
so like I said, a lot of perennials and stuff we'll gonna divide and split and sell
split them up,
repot, and a lot of them we just use ourselves though, right? Because we go through a whack load of those common perennials, right? So
okay.
I think last year we put in like probably 1,000.
Oh really?
Oh yeah,
that's a lot.
Oh, we put in like 300 at one property.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. We still have to go back there. We start there like next week. So
that's a lot.
Can't wait.
Yeah, that's a lot of plants, man.
Oh yeah. No, we went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 7. No, 8 trailer loads.
Wow.
I get them away, right? I don't get them here. I go.
No, I know. Right.
But yeah. So that's probably what I'll do this weekend if I'm not spraying is go up to Sun Nurseries there. And
how far is that from your place?
4.5 hours.
In Halifax?
Moncton.
Moncton, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I go to Moncton.
Okay. That's far.
Go see Stuart and Amanda and get squared away with the plans.
Stocked up.
Yeah.
Nice. Maybe go to the Pump House Brewery in Moncton.
Never been.
You haven't. I've even been. I've probably been 4 times. Me and Dad always go, and we went out there for when he had work out there. I would tag along, and we'd go to the Pump House Brewery, have a couple blueberry ales. They're delicious.
There you go. I've always. What's the name of the place we always end up at? Doesn't matter. We've ended up there like Tuesdays at like 3 o'clock or at like midnight till like 3 o'clock, and it's always bumping, or like a weekend.
Oh, really?
What the fuck is the name?
Can't go anywhere else.
The Factory?
Okay.
It might be something. Furnace Room? Furnace Room. Factory's a BK.
Okay.
Furnace Room.
Okay.
Always a good time.
All right. Good to know.
I was there like a year apart. And the bartender remembered me.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the guy who drained all the ultras.
Yeah. No, I think I was drinking Bud Lights back then.
Ah, right.
Yeah. He's like, this is the guy that we were there for, what were we there for? For like Horde East or something. And it was like literally months later. And they're like, oh, I know you. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah. That's probably. I don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but
yeah, we'll go with it's good.
Yeah.
It's always good when someone remembers you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's jokes.
For the most part.
Yeah,
as long as for a good reason.
Yeah. Very true.
But yeah, no, so we'll go. I think probably this weekend I'll have to go, and we need some more seed and stuff, so.
Okay.
I buy a lot of my seed. I get all my stuff from New Brunswick.
You do?
Like all my hydro seeding stuff.
Oh, is
all
it
my
cheaper?
Fertilizer. Than Sydney, yeah.
Yeah, well, than Sydney.
Well, half the stuff isn't even available here.
Right. Yeah,
that's why I go away for plants and stuff, right? Because it's cheaper for me to go away, drive there, get a hotel, and fill my trailer and drive back than it is to buy
them there.
Well, there's no like a garden center, right?
Yeah,
like
right.
There's like one, but they sell like bulk material for the most part, and they just have like a few plants here and there.
Right.
They have another garden center that was like the only one for the longest time, so their prices are just like
nuts.
I can go there and I can get like even like contractor rate. They don't even give me contractor pricing here. Unlike the garden center here. No.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, I think I'm all right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Hotter Landscaping as the new garden center.
Fuck that. That's a lot of work.
I know.
I'll sell my own like material or whatever, but
on the side.
Yeah,
that seems like a crazy amount of work running a garden center. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, not happening.
Yeah,
and it's so expensive.
Is it? Yeah, that's what I see.
What do you think? Like, you got to start that shit in like February if you're growing perennials from seed, or even from like plugs or whatever. Like, you got to start that in like February. So you're heating a building,
right?
Just broke
water,
heating, employees for like 2 months
before you even make a dime.
You even think of making a sale, and then then you just gotta hope people come in and buy shit,
right?
So it's kind of like, I don't know.
I know.
And then you get, you can get your bulk material and sell all that stuff too, right? But then you're like, it's a lot of upfront cost for
big time. And you got to have the space
I guess. Yeah, space is the biggest.
You got to have a lot of space, heated space.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But, I mean, there's a lot of like funding and stuff too if you wanted to. I thought about doing that.
Try to get like grants out there.
Grants and stuff for it.
Yeah.
So I thought about doing something like that, but not yet. I need bigger space first, somewhere I can build a...
You're kind of jammed up right now for space, aren't you?
Oh, I'm fucking... I don't know where I'm going to start putting shit. If I buy anything, I want to buy another truck. I don't think I have a parking spot to put it.
No. You made all the parking lots you can.
Yeah, like I can't go much smaller in my front yard.
No, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm pretty much back to like my septic.
Okay.
On bed. Like the house and the two sides. So I can probably come in like 30 feet off the road.
Okay.
And that's it.
And that's it. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Yikes, that's tough.
Like, well, my driveway is like, so we have one on the side that's 40 by 120 or 150. That's full.
Right.
Then I have my shop, which is jammed.
Yeah.
And then I have a shed that is, you open the door and stuff falls out.
Yep.
Then I have a 45-foot shipping container, which is stocked from
just
end to end. There's shit all over the yard.
Okay.
There's what's in the front? The front parking lot's 70 by 140. Full.
That's big.
Then there's a 60 by 80 parking spot. Full. Then there's a greenhouse that we just had installed in an employee parking lot.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So literally, like, it's just, there's like my house with like a little like patch of grass in the front.
Yeah.
And then everything else is gravel parking lot.
Yeah.
Full of shit.
Trucks and shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, stuff takes up a lot of space, right?
Oh, I know.
And luckily my neighbors don't really
say much.
I mean, I'm zoned for it, which is like the only...
Okay.
Because I'm zoned the same way, like there's a lot of like lobster fishermen and stuff through here.
Okay.
So they're zoned rural commercial. Is what
That's what
like,
lobster fishermen are.
Yeah, because they can store like their boats and their traps and all that stuff, right?
Okay.
So I'm under the same jurisdiction, I guess. So like I have like I can technically I could run like a concrete or a asphalt plant in my backyard if I had one. I'm not going to. But
Martin's asphalt.
So I can legally run it, so I can't really say shit.
Right,
but like, okay. But yeah, so it's just kind of need more space.
Need more space, and
I need a big warehouse is what I need.
Yeah, that would be nice. No kidding.
Or even just a lot. I'd love a lot of land.
Yeah, I know. Same.
And this kind of segues into I know what you want to talk about next, but somewhere you can like dump stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dump like clean fill, dump all that stuff, and then have somewhere to sort it. And then I don't know. Do you follow? What's Landscape Daddy? Chat. He owns Northern Design or whatever. I think it's or Natural Design Landscape.
Okay, I think I follow that page.
Yeah, but man, he just bought it. It's fucking genius. So on the end of his tilt rotator, he has or I think it's not even on his tilt. It might just be on his big machine, like a 16-ton machine. He has like a soil screener on his so he can literally dig into the pile.
No way.
Screen soil and like load it right into like a truck
in just one go.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what I mean. Like if you had a spot where you can dump clean fill.
Yeah, and get that.
And then use something like that to like grade it out, use it
on a job or
even just to sell topsoil.
Yeah, I know.
He had on his story the other day, like he made a pile bigger than his excavator in like 45 minutes
of clean, beautiful topsoil. Probably. Yeah. That's sick.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like that's like the goal. Okay. Like get a piece of land to be able to clear it, use that, get the material from it. Make a yard, sell the material.
Yeah, then you can bring your mulch there, make some bins.
Yeah,
all your hardscape material.
Yeah, and actually have space to keep it. Right?
If we had something like that, I would start collecting grass again and leaves, and then I'd start making like really good
compost.
Yeah. That's what I would love to get into and sell it back. But yeah, we pick up your leaves in the fall, make some compost, sell you the compost and spread it out in the spring.
Especially if you have like the leaf loader like we do. I sell that stuff. I sell the leaf mulch.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I sell it to a couple different farmers. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Well, I shouldn't even say I sell it. I
just give it to them.
I give it to them in exchange for somewhere to dump.
Yeah, because that's the goal. I know.
Yeah, that's our problem. Dumping shit's the hardest part.
Oh, it's so hard. Yeah, and that brings me to my next thing. So
I'll just let you go off. Go nuts, buddy.
It was Martin's pet peeves. It's Martin and Brandon's pet peeves now. And I got a pet peeve from last week. So we're doing this patio, right? Everything's going great. We're having a good time. We have everything scheduled. Products are coming in. Good timing. It's all good. We ordered a bin, a yard waste bin, and it's a smaller patio. So we thought, we'll try the 6-yard bin and see what happens. So we filled it right up to the top, and there is maybe half of my dump trailer amount left on the driveway. It said, all right, I'll load that up whenever we can work it out, and I'll go to the dump, right? Because we were in Waterloo, right? I was maybe 20 minutes from the dump. Not terrible.
Yeah.
So, okay, all right. It's the only place to bring clean fill also. I called around to demolition companies, Steed & Evans, they take concrete and asphalt. They don't take fill. So I'm calling around, trying to not go to the dump. Yeah. So then let me back up a little bit. So last year, the Waterloo Region Dump made this stupid rule that if you have a dump insert or a double axle dump trailer, you are no longer allowed to go where the public goes. You have to go where the garbage trucks go, on top of Garbage Mountain, right?
Yeah.
So last year I went there, and I do this all the time, go to the public part, right? It's a beauty setup. You go and park anywhere, you dump your shit, you pay and leave. It's great. Then whatever bonehead made this new rule up, clearly is not out in the field, right?
Yeah.
So I get up there and they're like, "Oh, you have a dump insert and you have a double axle dump trailer." I'm like, "Yeah, and?" "Oh, yeah, you're not allowed to dump over here anymore. You have to go to gate 1." Gate 1 is where the garbage trucks go, right? So this was last year. So I kind of already knew this was going to happen. And so last year it was wet, and I brought the Buffalo up there with the dump trailer, and I was spinning up this garbage hill. It was fucked how brutal the road is. I went back to them and I said, I honestly cannot believe you guys are sending people up here. It's insane. So that was last year. So then this is just on Thursday. I'm like, okay, I'm going to the dump. We're going to see how this goes. Tyler's like, good luck, because he knows how fired up I get about this. So I go there and I get to the front. Lady's really nice. And right on the window, it says, if you speak rudely or whatever to the person at the desk here, we're going to ask you to leave. So I'm not the first one to get fired up about this, I'm sure. So
apparently not.
Apparently not. So then the window opens and I go, "Hey, do you still have this rule where dump inserts, double axle dump trailers got to go to gate 1? "Yeah, it's still the rule." And I said, I know it's not your fault, but I think it's just downright ridiculous you're sending people up here. So anyways, I go up there. I bit the bullet, whatever. So I was taking some videos all the way up because I was maybe going to make a video, but I decided not to. So I finally get up this hill. This is steep for the old single cab dually, right?
Yeah.
So like it gets to the steepest point. I was in like third gear. I was going decent. All of a sudden I'm like starting to bounce and I'm spinning. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I had to like haul on it a bit. So I get up the hill, right? Very top of the garbage hill. And then like it's a shit show up there, right?
Yeah.
And there's mud everywhere. And I'm like, I will get stuck all over here. So I'm like, I went and talked to a young guy. I said, I got to go right there, man. He's like, yeah, go at her. So then I went to him and I said, how ridiculous. And then I did my rant again on how ridiculous this rule is. He's like, man, I totally know what you mean. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't believe they send you guys up here. Then he told me there is a new part, like a quarter way up the hill they made. And there's a bunch, like it's dug out and it's massive. And he said, so starting tomorrow, this is where you guys are going to be sent. And I'm like, oh, okay. So they changed the way they're doing this now. And they're not going to send landscapers up to Garbage Mountain.
Yeah, so it'll be like halfway up.
It'll be like,
Garbage Hill.
Garbage Hill.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So it's not going to be as bad. That's why I decided not to make a raging. I was going to actually make a review. You know, I've been doing the dealer reviews. I was going to do a review video on the dump.
And it wasn't make sure you don't get yourself banned. That's all.
Well,
then you'll be real fucked.
I'll be like, oh, you're the review dump guy. You're not coming in here.
Dump guy. That's Ivy known as the dump guy now.
I know. So I'm sure I'll post something on our story when this comes out tomorrow of Garbage Hill and Garbage Mountain, because quite the experience. Mountain. But I dumped the fill. I got out of there in one piece. The buffalo's good, so it was all good. But, you know, I pay my taxes just like everyone else does, and I feel like I can't even use my dump, or I'm handcuffed to use the dump.
Yeah.
So. And it's 30 minimum minutes from Elmira.
Yeah.
So I think we need a dump in Woolwich Township. There used to be one in Elmira.
Yeah.
Years ago. So
just I don't know. Your own.
That's what I'm.
Brandon's dump.
Brandon's dump. Everyone's welcome.
Yeah. No one has to go up Garbage Mountain. Because you don't have one yet. 10 years and you have a mountain of garbage. Then you have to go up. One.
Yeah.
Our dump's pretty similar though. Like you have to.
Yeah.
They send contractors up top, right?
Right. I get it, but it's
which is fine. Like I prefer that because like
going up there.
Yeah. Sometimes like if there's like you're hauling soil or whatever, like we try not to haul soil there. We usually somebody around that wants cleanish will.
Yeah. Usually like yard waste, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Like even that's like brush and all that stuff, right? Like we have like it's really good. My neighbor, he's been expanding his yard for 2 years now. Like he's probably built it up 10-12 feet with like gravel and dirt and stuff that we brought him over the years. So he loves it, right? So that helps up. It just sometimes like if we're not close, like I'm not going to drive
a half
hour out of the way. But it's really nice because our dump. This is my version of a dump rant, I guess.
Nice.
Let's go. Ours closes dig into it. It's not that much to dig in, but ours closes on Monday.
Okay.
So they're open, which to me makes no fucking sense. Like, let's be closed on Monday and like be open Tuesday to Saturday because they need a maintenance day.
Are they closed Sunday too?
Yeah. So they're closed Sunday, Monday.
Okay.
Monday for maintenance. And like Saturday for the public. But like the people that are using it, the majority of them are like contractors.
Like contractors.
So Tuesday morning, the zoo or the dump is a fucking zoo.
Oh, I bet.
Like it opens at like 8:00, and there's cars that will line up there at like 10 after 7
to wait
to get in. Because if not, you're not getting in till like 9:00.
Oh my goodness.
So like I've had guys wait there, like especially like we start at 7, right? We leave the area at 7.
So
right. I'm like, well, I'll just whatever, man. Go to the dump, I guess. Go wait, and then
I guess
you wait there from like sometimes they'll open up early and stuff, right? But that's with stuff that you have to get rid of.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But we have a dumpster too. We get rid of a lot of shit there, and like
you do.
We have a lot of ways to get rid of stuff. Like we have another neighbor that burns fucking everything.
Oh, that's beauty.
Yeah, so like anything wood he'll take, like
okay.
Fences
that's
off.
huge.
Like he's literally taking like full fence panels and just has like a bonfire in his backyard, like in the middle of the day.
Clutch.
Yeah,
just has a time.
Yeah, yeah, he's just sitting there in his chair, just cooking
whatever you
customer decks. But
pressure treated decks.
Yeah, he don't.
No,
he don't mind.
Oh,
throws a little used motor oil on it and goes nuts. Yeah, but
nice.
But yeah, no, it's not like I said, it's not that bad. It's just annoying on like a month. Like today, the boys
you can't dump
like a rock wall, and it's like they call. They're like, where are we?
What are we doing with this?
Where are we dumping this trailer though before we get the rest of the rip, like the 4 to 6 stone? I'm like, fuck. So then you got to make a few calls, and then we found a guy.
Find a home for it.
Yeah, found a guy like a few minutes away.
Okay.
Like, oh yeah, give her, man, just dump it over the bank. So.
Oh, that's wicked.
Yeah.
Huh.
If not, it would have been
not a
real shit show for the rest of the day. But
that's sweet. You can do it. It's a tough time around here to dump stuff, even clean fill.
Yeah.
So if anyone's listening and they know, would love to
connect with some clean fill dump suppliers.
Hit me up. Hit me up. And like yard waste, I don't have a spot for it. So it's a challenging thing around our area, and I'm not the only one with this issue. So
no,
maybe I should start a dump.
Where
am I going to put it though?
I feel like there's some pretty big legal issues around just starting a dump.
Just
maybe some legal and some environmental issues.
A
few things like that, right? But you never know.
We can start the
just
process.
An illegal black market dump.
Yeah. Just go on someone's property.
From 7 p.m. till 11 p.m. You have to turn your headlights off to get in.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah,
that's good.
But,
nice. Well,
good little ranch. Good job.
Yeah, I was.
You talked about it. Now you feel better about the whole thing.
I feel better about it. You're right. Yeah. I was cussing like I was cussing like you, and I came back from the dump though, talking to Tyler.
I would imagine. I tried not to curse a whole lot, but
I know
it just happens, and
I'm trying to reel it back.
If I offend anybody by it, I'm sorry.
Yeah, same here. When you get tired,
I'm not really sorry. It's just the way I talk.
No,
I apologize if you don't like it.
But you also don't really care.
No.
No. Yeah.
Nice. No, I don't really give a fuck.
No, whatever.
That's one thing I don't give a lot of.
Fucks.
About anything. But yeah.
Yeah. Have you read that book? It's called Not Giving a Fuck.
The Art of Not Giving a Fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I bought it, and then I've probably got through like 7 pages.
Just not picked much, up the
not much of a reader.
No, that's fair.
It looks good on my on my table or something in case anybody
fits your vibe.
This guy reads.
This guy doesn't.
No, I don't.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I know. But I read that.
I heard it's really good.
It's just good.
Are we gonna start doing book reviews on here?
Holy jeez, no, because I battle reading too.
Yeah,
I'm just so tired by the end of the night. I just fall asleep.
I just don't have the. I just don't think I can like turn my brain off long enough to sit there and read it. I'll read like a page and be like, "Oh, should I be?"
All right,
and then just start thinking of something completely random.
Yeah. Oh,
work related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. And then there you go.
And the next thing you know, it's Tuesday.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
No kidding. Well, we have a couple overrated and underrateds, and I didn't even tell you about them.
Perfect. Love it.
I had a big office day today. It was the end of the month, so I had a little extra time to think of them. So
let's hear them.
They're kind of random, but
so
are we. So, all right. Overrated or underrated? This is for you because you just did this. Dealer demo days. I thought this was a good one.
Depends on the dealer. Okay. I've gone to some where they fucking suck.
Okay.
Like they're like that
brutal.
Kubota one. Like that was probably one of the better dealer days I've gone to. Like it was well planned. It was like and Kubota did a couple before and they were fine, but like it wasn't at like the dealership. It was at like the owner's property. So they had like everything laid out. They kind of had it planned. Like it was almost like a whole event, right? Like it was like you showed up at 2, there was prizes, there was demos, there was different sections, and they weren't trying to like sell you shit.
Yeah.
They were like, this is the cool stuff we have. You want to play with it? Go ahead. But they're not like pressuring you to buy stuff. Same with all like the sales, like the people that were there, right? It was definitely more of like an information thing.
Okay.
I've gone to other ones where it's like they're trying to sell you everything under the fucking sun. And it's just like, that's not what
it's not why I'm here.
Your free hot dog that you're going to give me isn't worth the hour and a half of you badgering me.
Yeah. And go get me another one too, if you don't mind.
Well, that's what I mean, right? It's just kind of...
Yeah, no, I know.
It really just depends on how they do it. But a good demo day, money.
Underrated. You would almost say.
You could almost say that.
And the people you meet, that's underrated.
Yeah.
The connections you can make at those is pretty cool.
Well, and a lot of these, like, they're all guys I know. I've known
them exactly.
Most of them, like, 15 years of doing this, right? So it's, like, cool to kind of... Because, like, one of the guys, like, I've known Jason for 15 years. But, like, we don't... It's not like, I'd be like, hey, Jason, let's go grab a beer and hang out.
Yeah, right.
But when you do that, like, you did.
You do.
Like, I went with them afterwards. We went back to his shop. There's a bunch of us there. Drank some beer for a while. And, like...
Oh, that's shoot the shit with the boys.
So, like, stuff like that's underrated, right? Just getting to kind of hang out with people.
Totally.
Yeah, so it's...
But
a well-planned one.
Yeah, but a bad one can be super
overrated and you don't want to go back to them.
Yeah, and you want to just leave.
And some that, like, timing on it, too. Like, this was, like, from 2 to, like, 9 or 2 till 10.
On Friday, right?
On a Friday, yeah. So, like,
Friday.
You don't mind finishing
yes
your day at 1 o'clock and the boys go. And, like, the guys go, right? You plan it, you make it.
Oh, yeah, and it's
like a
beauty.
Thing. Versus, like, a Wednesday at like 10 a.m. Like, I'm not stopping in the middle of a job to send 4 guys there to have a slice of cake and maybe win a t-shirt.
Yeah, well, exactly. I was going to go, a dealer put on a dealer days in New Hamburg.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about that.
Right, and he reached out to us and was like, oh, hey, you going to come? And I was like, yeah, because it was a Crest
Oh,
event,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, we've talked about Crest, and I talked to them at Toronto at the Landscape Ontario show. So I do want to try them out. So then he said, oh, we're doing like a big demo day here. Would love to have you guys out. And I said, yeah, would love to come. And it's like, he's like, oh, all right. It's Wednesday at 10 to 2.
Yeah.
And it was like Wednesday morning. I'm like, hey, Tyler, I was thinking we'd go to this demo days, but like, we ain't making that.
No,
like there's not a chance.
Right?
It's not
timing is everything.
And that was like 3 weeks ago when everyone is so busy.
Yeah.
So,
but now if that was like a Friday at like 1 till 4,
easily.
100%.
Yeah. And then go for dinner at like I'd take the boys out. Like that would be a time.
Yeah. Exactly,
and you make it an event.
Timing's the biggest thing on it. I think that's what either makes it or fucks it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was a good one. That's
it
good.
Was.
Okay. Wow. We have this is super random, but we're going with it. It's an overrated or underrated music festivals.
Music festivals.
Yeah. And preferably more country music festivals. I was thinking Boots and Hearts, you have the Cavendish out there, right?
I fuck with it. I love it. I've taken the boys a couple times, like a work trip. Like I took like 2. I think it was 2 years ago. I took all like my crew leads. We went over. I got like an Airbnb for the weekend, like
at Cavendish.
Had a time.
Oh, I bet.
Last year, same thing. I was literally cutting. It's a pretty funny story.
Oh, you went last year?
Oh yeah, I went like 13 out of 14 years or something.
Holy,
I missed it like twice for like a wedding.
And it's in PEI?
PEI, over in Cavendish there, yeah.
Yeah.
And well, we used to go, like, I used to hate country music. And I would I'd still go just to like hang out, drink beer, socialize, party, whatever, right? And then so I did that forever, and then we started listening, like country music came, like it's a little easier to listen to like country music on the work site, job site radio versus some other genres. And
agree.
You're working at like a seniors complex, and every second word is fuck this, fuck that, or whatever, right? It's kind of so I guess then just kind of made the switch, and then
and now you're digging it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I've been there. All right. And like last year, it's pretty funny. It was like so it usually goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, drive home Sunday.
Okay.
So it's Thursday. My cousin lives over there. So it's Thursday at probably 1:45. I'm in the middle of mowing a lawn. And I sent a Snapchat, a message to my cousin Josh. I was like, man, why the hell am I cutting grass and not day drinking in PEI? Yeah. He goes, fuck it, come on over. And I go, can you get me a ticket? And he goes, oh yeah. He's like, I'll get you one. I was like, perfect. I'm going home to change. And he thought I was kidding. So I went home, packed a bag and changed. I think I was on the road in like 35 minutes.
Did you finish the lawn mow?
Like, I finished the mow, yeah.
Okay.
He's like, are you actually coming? I was like, yeah, man, my bags are packed. And I sent him a picture of me in my truck driving. He's like, fuck yeah, see you there. So then I drove over that night. And
that is sweet.
Stayed there and partied for the weekend. And
okay. How many hours is that?
For the drive?
Yeah.
About 5.
Okay. So it's a bit of a tour.
Yeah, a little bit of a trek. Not too bad. Not too crazy, but...
Wow. And you did her. That was last year, right?
Yeah, that was last year, yeah.
That's awesome.
It's all these times I say, oh, I'm not going. So now I just buy a ticket. And I'm like, if I go, I go. If I don't,
right. Then it's all good.
I'll just give the ticket to somebody and
say, right.
Hey, anybody want a free ticket? Here you go.
Yeah, here you go.
I enjoy them. I've never had a bad time at one.
Okay, you could say underrated then. Yeah. I like it. Oh, yeah, I am a big Boots and Hearts goer, or was, I should say. So we did that for a good 5 years in a row. Yeah. And we went pretty hard.
It's a good time, man.
It's so underrated. If you haven't gone, you have to go.
I've never done Boots and Hearts. I heard it's a fucking time.
Oh, it's such a time.
And I like it too because it's always like slap dab in the middle of the summer.
Yep.
You're like, it's like second week of July.
Could use a break.
Like, at this point, you're like 8 weeks, 10 weeks in, just going hard every day. Boom, 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 boom. And then it's just like, I'm going to go get drunk for 4 days and I'll deal with work when I get back.
I know. It's so fun. I know.
Yeah, it's such a good time.
I know. Every year I go, this is why I do what I do and frickin' grind my ass so I can do shit like this. It's just so fun. Yeah. I know.
Such a good time.
I know. Yeah, I went like the first year I went, I was 20. Yeah, I was 20 years old. And I went with my 3 buddies from North Bay. Like everyone around here couldn't go.
Yeah.
And like I was buddies with these guys, but I wasn't that close to them, right? So then I text them. RJ and Vinny couldn't come. So I'm like, boys, are you doing Boots? And they're like, fuck yeah. You coming? I'm like, I'm meeting you boys there. So I went with like these 2 other random people. I just drove them, dropped them off, and met the boys. Yeah. And I went for 5 days. I don't even know how I did this, but 5 days, I brought 5 2-4s. I drank all of them.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Every day I crushed a case, so that's a little feather in my cap, I'd like to say. Yeah, so
love it. See, I like driving. Like I could take the ferry. It's a little shorter. It's like it's 2 hours. It's like a 2.5 hour drive.
Okay.
The ferry over. So it still works out to like 5 hours.
Yeah.
And then you have like an hour, like probably 40-minute drive when you land.
Okay.
In PEI. Oh, but if you drive through New Brunswick, beer's cheaper.
Right. Yeah, way cheaper.
We have some expensive ass beer prices.
I know. You have bad alcohol tax, I think, right? In Nova Scotia? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now we're like $68 for like a 36 pack of Bud Light.
The Americans will just puke at that.
Oh, I know.
That's so much. I know it's more expensive for you than me. Oh, 100%. Definitely.
No, because when I was up there last week or whatever, we got a flat of those Bud Light tall cans, and it was 24 tall cans. It was cheaper than a 36 pack at home.
Of normal cans.
Yeah. Like, this is stupid.
That's so stupid.
Just gotta start importing beer.
Yeah, no kidding.
End up in jail. Be sick.
Yeah. Martin's Imports.
Yeah. Brandon's dump and Martin's Imports.
Yeah.
I'll import shit right to your dump.
Nice. Perfect. Yeah. After hours, of course.
Yeah, after hours. Yeah. Of course. Don't be fucking foolish.
That's great. Nice.
Yes. Well, underrated.
Super underrated. But now that I'm getting older, that old hangover hits way harder than it used to, of course. And I know you say you don't get a hangover, but the amount I would consume, I'm getting a hangover.
Yeah. No, I definitely, I consume
you
a lot.
You'd be slow.
I don't think I literally,
tired. Sorry, just tired.
I don't even get like a hangover. The only thing after I can drink like all day long or whatever.
I know.
I don't get a hangover.
I did it in Kentucky. I know.
You know. You've been there.
I thought I kept up pretty good though.
You definitely.
I can keep up.
You've held your own.
Oh yeah, and I have some LBs on you too, but.
Yeah, no, don't say that too. Don't say you can keep up too loud. The last guy that said that ended up in a wheelchair on an airplane.
Can you tell that story? Because that is gold.
Have I never told that story?
Quick summary. No, and I think it's the best story you've ever told.
Anyway, me. So these are some of the guys I was in Ontario with for like the wedding, and so I'll get some backstory. So these guys we met. Well, me and two buddies were from here. Went down to Mexico. This is years ago, like 10 years ago now, 9 years ago. We went down after the winter, because that's what I used to do. So like my snow contracts end the 15th of April. The 16th, I'm on a plane south somewhere. I don't care where I'm going. I'm going somewhere warm with a pool and a swim-up bar. Don't care. That's all I need.
That's all he wants.
Phone goes. That's all he needs. See you later. Yep. I'm good. And like pretty good at like leaving it in there, not doing work and whatever.
Right.
So while we're there, we meet this group of guys that are down there for a bachelor party. Like same, just kind of group young fellas, just and like down there, like when you just like they were there for the same reason, like drink, party, whatever.
Right.
And then we just kind of became friends. They came here a bunch. We went there afterwards. Like that's who I go see when I go to like the cottage. Like
right. Yeah.
I was at their wedding. I was at like 3 or 4 of their weddings. Like I've been out to Vancouver with them. They've been here. Whatever, right? So just like really good buddies. And one year it was me and one guy, and a third guy, he couldn't go, whatever came up with work. So we're like, fuck it, man. Like, we'll still go. No big deal. And like, he probably, and of everybody I've ever drank with, he could probably like keep up like the best. Like he's pretty like, bang on beer for beer, like
keeping pretty good
so then
pace.
One day we're drinking in the pool, and he's like, I'm going to outdrink it today. I was like, no, you're not.
Probably a bad idea to say that out loud.
I was pretty confident that I was, but like, I get like, so we did that. Like we were probably like 7 hours of like
going at it pretty hard.
Beer for beer in the pool. Like, yeah.
Right.
And then like we drank all night. We did all this stuff. So I think at one point, I don't even know where we were at for beer, but he was like, I think I was like 3 ahead of him or 4 ahead of him or something. And he's like, okay, I'll get 4 more and we'll call it evens. Then I ordered 6. And I was like, I'm not letting you and he's like, all right, I surrender, whatever. And then like, blah, blah, blah. So we just kind of drank some more and drank that night. Next morning, same thing, drank a bit. And then like, this is on day 4, I guess.
Okay. Halfway through about.
Yeah. He's like, something's wrong. Like he couldn't drink anything. He couldn't eat. He couldn't keep food down.
Okay.
The only thing he ate for the last 3 days of the trip were olives, shitty stale bread.
Oh.
And he couldn't, like, trying to get down water. Yeah.
Couldn't even keep water down.
He thought his appendix ruptured or was about to rupture because he was literally, like, hunched over in pain.
Oh.
Like, he met a bunch of people, and, like, one lady's like she was like a doctor or a nurse or something. She's like, no, like, you were definitely, like, something. It's, like, swollen. Something's going to happen. Like, you need to get home, whatever. So we're on the plane. He
made it to the end of the 7 days.
Oh, he made it to day 7. He's like, I'm not telling anybody my appendix is ruptured here. We're in Dominican. Puerto Plata. He's like,
okay.
I'm not getting my appendix taken out in Port Platte because normally they won't let you fly. They won't let you fly, right? If you're ruptured,
right?
So he's like, nope, I'm not telling anybody. I'm just gonna tell them I'm hungover. I'm fucked. I'm going home. I'll get it done when I get home.
Okay.
So we're like halfway through the flight. Worst flight I was ever on in my entire life. So fucking turbulent. Like you literally weren't allowed out of your seat. The seatbelt light was on the whole time.
It was a rough go.
I look over. He's literally just crunched into a ball, just dying. Moaning in pain the whole time.
Wow.
And the stewardess or whatever comes by, and she goes, "Is he okay?" And I'm like, "No." Like I'm pretty sure his like appendix ruptured. He's in
pain.
And she could tell. Like she's like, "This guy is not."
Doing
so like
well.
as we're getting ready to land, they make like an announcement over the plane. They're like, when we land, everybody please remain seated. Like we have a medical emergency.
Right.
We got to get him off the plane upon arrival. So please stay seated. We'll let you deboard once they're taken care of. So we land, and then it's just fucking me and him standing up. People are looking. We're like, what the fuck is the medical? And like, so they do like the little like the wheelchairs, like how they have like the narrow ones, the
skinny
fit
one
down the So they had to wheel one of those down. They put him in, and he's like slouched over, like legit, like pale as a ghost, like probably as white as the Oiler thing on your shirt.
Nice,
like no color to him. Like like his eyes looks like he just looks fucked,
brutal,
and like in agonizing pain. We get him off. We get to so I'm carrying the 2 bags. Like luckily we didn't check a bag or anything, right? Like we just had like a carry-on.
Nice, you get out of there.
Yeah, so we get out. We get to the gate, so everyone's still on the plane. It probably took like a half hour to get like everyone else off the plane.
Oh wow.
So we come out, and like border security is like there waiting for us.
Okay.
And they're like so like what happened? Blah blah blah. Then they're like, oh, how do you guys know each other? We're like, oh, we met in Mexico like 3 years ago. Literally look like sketchy little like fucking drug smugglers. So I assumed they thought like he had like a fucking bag of drugs in his mouth and it like ruptured in like his intestine.
Right.
Because like TSA or whatever it was, they ended up Canadian Border Service or whatever. Like they ended up like going to like the hospital and like following up.
Really?
Yeah. So anyway, they put him in this stretcher. There's 2 paramedics like wheeling him through. So I'm carrying like 2 duffel bags. He's in a stretcher, like arm hanging over the side, like looked like he's dead.
Struggling.
Went to another gate with like a ramp down. So we got like on the tarmac, put in an ambulance, taken to Trillium. Is that a...
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, went to Trillium. Okay. And then got there, whatever. And so it turns out it was not his appendix ruptured. It was his kidneys shutting down.
Okay, shutting down.
Yeah, the doctor basically told him like, if your kidneys are like a highway, it'd be like they're supposed to be like the Trans Canada going like 100. He's like, yours are like the fucking Autobahn going like 250, like overworking,
screaming.
Jazz. Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So he was like off for a while and.
Because he was drinking too much.
He's trying to keep up.
Oh.
Yeah. So there you go.
You literally
drinking skills.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that was literally like the first time like I had to meet like so I went with them, but like I never like met like his wife or
right. Yeah,
or his like mom or so I have to like call his mom. I'm like, hey, just wanted to let you know
I'm Martin, by the way.
It's Martin, by the way. I'm on the way to Trillium with your son.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, I'll meet you there. Everything's fine. He's like, all good, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, my gosh.
And then she called his wife, and they come, and I'm just like, holy.
Sorry, guys.
But yeah, there you go.
There you go.
That's the story of...
Yeah, someone trying to keep up with Martin.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now there you go. Not very landscaper. Well, that's all relates back to the landscape life of
dirty, greasy landscaper life.
Greasy landscaper that can drink some beers.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, glad he's okay.
I can't believe I've never told that story.
Not on here. You told me, and I thought it was insane.
It's pretty fucking wild.
I think because we were drinking, and you kept drinking them, and everyone knows East Coast people can pound beers back. We all know that. But then I think we were talking about it, and then you started telling the story, and you're like, "Oh,
I
actually,
think
this
we
guy
were sitting at the bar with like
the hotel
Aaron
bar.
and all the.
Oh yeah,
no,
right.
I think it was with Aaron and all them. We were at
Aaron
that little whiskey
Sticks.
bar or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Classic.
Oh, there you
Fuck,
go. Don't try to keep up with
First I was
Martin.
sleeping on a patio. Now I'm telling these stories. People are just gonna think I don't even work. I just sit around and drink beer all day.
Get into one all day.
And I don't even drink that much.
No, you don't. You didn't drink like all winter.
No, I took every winter. I usually go 5 months without drinking.
Right.
And I just somehow never lose my tolerance for beer.
You're always just flying high on the drinking skills. Jeez.
Yeah, but
well, that's good.
Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to represent for the East Coast.
Someone has to do it. So yeah, nice. Well, glad it's you.
glad to do it.
Glad that's good.
I think we went way off topic on the underrated and overrated of country concerts.
No, that was good. We finished them up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we finished them up. So no, that was perfect timing for the story. So
was there not a third one?
Well, there was, but it's an easy underrated. We'll go with it. All right, ready?
Yeah, we got to keep it consistent. 3.
Yeah, no, you're right. 3, the 3-pack. Okay.
Yep.
Some people prefer the other way, but we have homemade meals
for like lunches.
I would say for general? Dinner. I would say in general. I was thinking more because I was at a bit of a reunion yesterday, and everyone brought like potluck stuff, and it was so good.
Love it.
And I'm like, this is the best. So
underrated.
Obviously
love
underrated. It. And
love
I also underrated. Yeah, love it. I know.
Yeah. And then you always get that one person that forgets to make something and they pick up some like store-bought like potato salad and it fucking sucks and you call them out on it.
Brutal green coleslaw.
Oh, that stuff's delicious.
Well, that's I'm thinking of like the KFC green coleslaw. Yikes.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah. I don't even know how to make that, so I'd be impressed if they did.
When you come to Elmira, we'll get you some real good Mennonite coleslaw.
Let's go.
So, which
little Brubaker party
soon. Yeah. Brubaker party. Brubaker Horst party.
And a follow-up to anyone who's curious, we still haven't booked an Airbnb for Louisville.
No,
next week maybe. Next week.
We'll try for this week.
Next week.
Maybe we should just do a whole episode on booking the Airbnb.
Just do it live.
Yeah, and we could show our screen and people can just follow along.
Yeah, with some accountability on it, but
so we actually do it. No, we'll do it because we got to do some live. Because I have the whole setup.
We're getting close now. Like we're literally like
I know
3 months away.
Crazy. I got all the stuff for a live pod for 4 of us.
We're fucking ready.
We're ready to, and we're bringing all the stuff on the plane.
Even when I just come to, we might actually have to check a bag, when you come.
Yeah, I don't want to check a bag.
Just tell
we'll figure it out.
Just tell one of your young fellas that they can't bring clothes. They have to carry
they have to carry the podcast gear.
Yeah, you get
laptops.
Nothing.
Yeah. Just one set of clothes.
I mean, you could do I'll do a personal bag, like a laptop bag, and everyone just jams some shit in it.
And I can do the same. We'll make it work. It's not that much stuff. Oh yeah, we always figure it out.
Yes, fuck it.
Freaking right.
Figure it out.
Fucking figure it out. Sweet. Thanks for listening, guys. I guess we'll see you next Tuesday.
We want to thank you for listening to the Crooked Stripes podcast. If you liked this episode of the pod, subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It's very much appreciated. Head over to Instagram and follow @The Crooked Stripes. From there, stay up to date on all things lawn, landscaping, and snow removal. Don't forget to join us next week for another episode of The Crooked Stripes. Thanks again for listening.